Guys, Steve here with FBTV. We're back with our guy Tadlock. We know about the importance of getting a great vet. Shout out to all those people who watch our channel and are looking for a great vet. I'm not going to tell you that they're hard to find. I found one that I trust and have the ability to learn from and work with. And as always, if there's work to be done and some work that we'll share, we'd love to. One of the things that we're going to go back and look at is at some point Eco's blood work earlier in February, but the liver itself. Now I wrote up on the whiteboard. He's got a little tiny one. I think it's not meant for the stuff that I'm trying to use it for, but you know, you let me erase the stuff. The liver, as we know, is it's one of those organs that break down everything. And correct me if I'm wrong, the lymphatic system, that's the blood, right?
No, your lymphatic system is going to be like from limb to lymph node.
What's the blood system? Circulatory system.
Yeah.
Brain fried. You guys that are watching this, you saw what we just did the other day. I'm on about 4 good hours of sleep. What time we go to bed? About 2 o'clock in the morning?
Something like that, bro.
It was 2 o'clock, plus we drove 14 hours straight and did 4 hours of work in the sun, and then literally got in the car at 2:30 and left. I shook his hand and said, we'll see you later. I want to get back to Taddy today and walk you guys through how to potentially read medical records. JC, Harmony, and I can name a few other people who've sent me their dog's blood work because they went and got a wellness check and they were trying to figure out allergies and all this stuff. Are there any organs that will tell you if your dog has allergies? No. Even?
I guess your skin could, but blood work wise,
no.
Normal blood work, no.
There you go. So when a liver has high numbers, so you're looking at your sheet, your chart, people, and let's say the liver numbers are higher than they should be. Do you know what the numbers should be on a liver?
It depends on the machine you're using.
Really?
And it'll provide you the reference range.
Oh,
so your normal range.
How many machines are there? Look, I'm learning this right now.
IDEX, Antec are the two most common. I don't know about the others, but there's more. Like I use IDEX.
And Antex?
Antec.
Interesting. And those two machines, which one's more accurate?
I use IDEX because for me, it's the way it prints out. It's easier for me to read.
Okay.
This is what I grew up learning on.
And so when the numbers are high, you run the risk of how many different things? And just the top 3 in your opinion that you should be mindful of. And is it age related too? Like, if you got a 3-year-old, these things become. If you got a 1-year-old, these things. If you got a 9-year-old, you're at risk for everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the younger you are, you're going to think less about cancers than you would on an old dog. But there's juvenile cancers all the time, human, animals. We had a cat the other day, like a 1-year-old cat, I think. They were like, it looks like you have intestinal cancer. So,
intestinal cancer?
Yeah. So you can't rule it all out.
Come on. She's about to stop track. This kind of stuff I'm talking about.
I don't want to interrupt your hotel room P. Diddy stuff going on in here.
Here we go with this.
Oh my God.
Weird, here we go. When you see this one, there's no baby oil in here.
your freak on parties. I have Charlie whenever you're ready.
What we got?
Say 1 year old, you should be concerned with juvenile cancer is a thing too, to be clear. But 1-year-old, high liver.
1-year-old, you're going to think about more. Maybe we just got into something, or we have an infection from picking something up. Versus, let's say, a 12-year-old, we're going to is there cancer? Is it infection? Did we get into something toxic, or is it something way out in left field that I got to go find?
And then what's that 3 to 6? What maybe goes on during that time?
Maybe just the liver's just not filtering correctly, and we just put them on some supplements. A lot of the times that'll help.
What are some of the supplements that you put a dog on to help with the liver if it lacks filtration?
Sammy.
What's
Just like
that?
people take the acetyl methyl something, I forget what it stands for, but Denamarin is the dog drug that I use that's got all that in it.
Interesting. Look, I just learned me something. I'm about to go down a rabbit hole. Good old Sammy, huh?
Sammy.
So what does it do for the liver? Just increases activity, or? Well, I can tell you this, people. The liver has a very unique job in the body. And from a food standpoint, even ours, how do we get cirrhosis of the liver? When it's trying to remove all that liquor and them toxins. You say, hey, look, it's like, hey, buddy, We're getting it's hardening of the liver because it cannot break down that much poison. And then unfortunately, as good as alcohol is, it is poison. So drink responsibly. And when you're doing doubling down on carbs, NRC has already said dogs have no carb requirements. You're probably getting that liver to work harder than it should. And it's going to do like any other organ, wear out at some point. But I would encourage you, when you're getting your wellness checks, and we'll do an episode where we pull up paperwork, blood work, and some stuff to take a look at, so this makes more sense. If the numbers get too high plus, and it's all dependent on the machine, as Tadlock said, you need to be mindful of a few things. And let's say the numbers aren't excessively high, but they're high. How soon then would you turn around and recheck? Let's say we did it in January. When would you check again to see if there's an issue or a cancer might be a problem?
A lot of times if they're high and if I put them on like the Denamarin, I'll recheck them in a month.
Okay, so 30 days.
Like, are we moving in the right direction? So sometimes I've had them be on the Denamarin for 6 months, and I'm rechecking. It may get to the point I was like, I'm going to fill 2 months and see you in 2 and check it. A lot of times it's 1-2 months on the drug, and then they're good to go.
There you go. There you go. Well, people, we all learned something new today. And food for thought, remember this. Each one of your systems, even your metabolic system in a sense, it can break down over time, because especially if you don't get the right resources. It's just the facts. You say, hey, my metabolism slowed down. Boy, it slowed down because you've been eating bullshit for 30 years. So it can't keep working it can't keep overworking. So then the body I got to eat healthy. It'll take 6 months alone just to get that thing back running effectively. So that's a whole nother thing on nutrition. Tad, like as always, I appreciate you and your information. Guys, I do hope some of this stuff helps. I don't normally tell you, comment below. We've got a whole journey ahead of Tadlock, and with you people who need help, I get more messages than I'd asked for, and I know people don't know where to begin. And unfortunately, this is not Tadlock coming. I've been to just as many vets as you guys have. Just as many vets, if not more. I remember a vet 15 years ago, Dr. Tarrant, in Overland or Olathe, Kansas, probably next to you, one of the best vets I ever met. And it's because he did care about my dogs, and he was actually interested. So when I walked in, he was interested in the breed. He was interested in everything, and so he asked a lot of good questions, and he was just a good dude. So Tadlock, second to none, and from my experience. So if you're out in the Texas area, DFW, Live Well Animal Hospital, you come out here, he's going to make sure you and your pets are good, and we're going to continue to show you that. We've got puppies on the way. We've got breedings that got to take place. We got a lot of work to get done, and there's nothing more important to me than having a doctor who cares. Stay tuned, people. Take care of your dogs.